Yo, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? So, they did it. They did it. They dropped a deuce on us. Right on our heads. Right on our heads, and it's just like, it's dripping down. It's getting all nasty like. So, let's jump into this before it starts getting real messy. And by the way, things are starting to shape up. Bits and bits. The puzzle pieces are starting to come together. More information is revealed. And I think we have a real good idea of exactly what's going on here. So stay tuned. So as per the usual, CM Fragment says, when fighting against the Mad Titan's army, you may have to face this axe first. We hope you are prepared to battle this being with the toughest density and durability amongst these alien warriors. The appearance of a violent force. And then down here says, who may be the next enemy to threaten our agents? Alright, let's go ahead and let's play that track. Alrighty, and here we go. Playing that track. Got the same Earth, just at a different angle there. We got Mr. Call Obsidian, Black Dwarf. And then something here. Let's go ahead. Let's play that again there. Boom. Okay. There's a bit more revealed here. Ah. Man, you know, I got a still shot. I got a still shot of it. Okay. Let's move on here. Let's move on. Alright, so guys, as a matter of fact, right after I put out the first sneak peek video, I was led on to some information about exactly where these uniforms are coming from specifically. And I'll show you exactly where these uniforms are coming from right after we discuss just a couple things here. Alright, so yesterday, right, the sneak peek numero uno, what was displayed was this image right here, you know, showing Corvus, and it appears like, you know, there's another being, there's another figure behind him. And then what do we have here? Okay, so then this was, well, the other still shot was his glaive, right? And then this was basically at the same point in the sneak peek that Corvus's glaive was. It's just, you know, Call Obsidian just standing there, you know, got that mean look on his face. He's just mean mugging. And then at the end, we got this, right? At the very end of the second sneak peek that I just showed you, you see Supergiant there, you know, peeking her head up. And we have to imagine that something else is going on here. And there's a close-up of Supergiant. It's definitely Supergiant. And we're going to talk more about her in just a moment. But somebody put this together here. Now, it looks like, right, with each sneak peek, you know, rolling out, it's going to reveal another piece of you know, this larger image at play here. And not exactly sure that, you know, this is exactly where these pieces belong, because it looks like there's something that could be going on to the left, so this side of Corvus, and then certainly below Supergiant here. And it would be expected that you would see the Mad Titan himself right in the middle, right? So how many sneak peeks are we actually going to get? Because it appears like if each sneak peek is revealing a small piece of the image like this, that we would need, I don't know, I'd say 3, 4, like 6 more sneak peeks to reveal the whole image, right? I don't know, I could be wrong about that. That's just my guesstimation here. But you know, I mean, this is pretty cool. This is pretty interesting. You know, I have to say that, you know, it's like, you know, they really know how to, you know, anticipate or get the players anticipating, you know, the hype rolling out for this, because you want to know what's going on here, right? And certainly you want to know exactly what's going on in the game. So there was something that was posted on Twitter by Danny Koo that reveals more information about exactly the look that they're going to get. So let me pull that up here. Alright, so like I said, right after I posted the sneak peek video, and here's the thing, it's like, you know, I try to post it, you know, right away, because, you know, a lot of people are waiting, you know, they want to know what's going on, and or you know, if I waited, like, you know, a few hours or several hours, I could, you know, potentially get more information on it. You know, sometimes with my schedule, I kind of have to do the video when I'm able to do the video, and it just so happens that typically when the sneak peeks come out, I'm like doing a video. So it kind of works out that way. But it's not always like this. Not always do we get more information rolling out. Sometimes we do. In this case, we actually did. So on Danny Koo's Twitter page, we had so in the line chat that I'm in, this was posted. Like I said, it was like right after I posted the video, so I couldn't really do any much about it there. But so Toomlin Al Tiger says to Dan on because he always posts the he always posts the sneak peeks on his page. And so this guy, he comments, he says, hey Dan, does this mean the Black Order is getting glory outfits, or will it be original or from a comic arc? And he posted this photo here of their glory outfits at one point or another. And then Danny Koo, he comments and says original. So this is going to be this is going to be an original look for them. No one's ever seen this, so we don't know exactly what they're going to look like or where their power is drawn from, at what point during the comics. So this is pretty cool. It's pretty cool, and this has happened. It's happened before, actually, just recently. I'm not sure if it's happened with anybody else besides Iron Fist, right? Donny Cates' Iron Fist. Let me get over to him, because nobody's ever seen Iron Fist looking like this, right? Danny Rand, where is this guy? No, you know what? I favored him for my previous video here. Yeah, so this look right here, right? This man, he looks like he just walked straight out the dojo. He's looking pretty cool, right? It looks pretty retro. Looks like, pretty retro to me. But in any case, this was an original look by Donny Cates. It looks like we're getting the same thing, and Danny Koo just confirmed it. So now that we have more information about exactly what's going on here, some things have basically been confirmed. So let's discuss the details. Oh, also one other thing about something he mentioned. He says, you want a teaser, get the house in order with the Black Order. So just from him stating that, right, this was right after the first sneak peek, and the first sneak peek basically only included Corvus Glaive. And so he didn't say Corvus Glaive. He mentioned the Black Order as a whole, right? And, who's included in the Black Order? Well, basically, everybody you see over here, right? And also Black Swan. There's other members that have been kind of in and out of the Black Order, but maybe I'll get that list. Maybe I'll pull up that list, but for right now, we're going to discuss just these characters right here. I mean, how many characters will they either give a rework to or introduce in just one update, right? So I have to imagine, I have to assume that it's going to be focusing on this left side of the page here, and it appears that all of them are going to be included, right? Why would they just leave one or two out? We saw Supergiant in there, and two of the sneak peeks, right? We have Corvus Glaive, and then we have Call Obsidian. Now, look what I've been reduced to, guys. Look what I've been reduced to. I still haven't played my world boss yet because I'm so hesitant. As a matter of fact, Mephisto is my world boss of the day, but because I don't have Proxima unlocked, like if you look, right, her bios are still available here. This guy right here, Mr. Ebony Maw, his bios are still available for me. And Supergiant, of course, I think 5 of her bios, I think you had to play her for like a challenge for an event at some point. So I played her, I played her 5 times. So I actually have 5 of her bios, but I'm going to play Proxima today and unlock her bios. I ranked up Corvus, and I'm getting his potential right now. Now that it's basically confirmed. Well, at the very, very least, these two are getting something. I'm going to go out on a limb and say all of them are getting something as well. Proxima, Ebony Maw, Supergiant, for sure. Supergiant's in there. She's got to get something, right? And so you either want to unlock these characters. I don't want to go and say, you should go and rank them up, because it's going to be expensive. Even for me, it's going to be very, very expensive to rank up the whole entire Black Order, and then rank them up to 70, or rank them up, and if we have to, if they're awakened characters and I go in and awaken them, and if they're 1.5 times the cost, this is going to be an uber expensive update if you don't have the Black Order. If you already have the Black Order and you already have them ranked up, it's not going to be that bad for you. It's not going to be that bad for you, but I have to imagine that not many people actually have Supergiant ranked up, or even just the Black Order themselves. Maybe some vets that were playing at the release, of these characters, because at that point they were meta. I can't speak from experience because I wasn't playing, but from what I understand, they were actually meta, and a lot of people actually, ranked them up because they were actually used. They were useful at that time. They haven't been useful in a long time, not ever since I've been playing this game, so that's why I've never ranked them up, but I'm going ahead, I'm ranking them up. I'm going to rank up Call before I actually play my world boss so I can get his potential, and then I'm going to unlock her, and then I'm going to have to play Ebony 10 times, and then I'm going to have to play Supergiant 5 times. That's my plan. I'm telling you what I'm doing. What you want to, what you should do is up to you, depending on where your account's at, who you already have ranked up. But it wouldn't be a bad idea if it's not too much of a stretch to actually just realize their potential, start getting their potential. If you have them at level 60 or you're close to level 60 with them. But again, with any update, we don't know exactly how good or bad the characters are actually going to be. Okay, now let's talk about some game mode changes. All right, guys. So before we actually jump into some potential changes to the game modes here, I want to talk about the current members that are actually considered to be in the Black Order, other than who we traditionally think to be, right? Everybody on the left side of this page here, and then some of the former members as well. So a lot of people are actually holding out hope that Namor is going to get something, because he's listed as a current member of the Black Order here, and obviously Thanos, Maximus the Mad, Terex the Truly, Enlightened, Corvus Glaive, right? Obviously Proxima Midnight, Black Swan, and Maker. Obviously we just got something from Maker, but some former members. Now another character that some people are really crossing their fingers for, including myself. So we have Norman Osborn, the Hood, Taskmaster, White Queen, Doctor Doom, and then Loki. So Loki obviously just got something, but Doctor Doom, he's been neglected for so long, guys, so long, and he's such a popular character. And I want to say he's probably one of the most requested characters to get a rework. Let me know if you agree with me on that Dr. Doom he's got to be up there in probably top 3, if not top 3, at least top 5. I mean, everybody was ranting and raving for Dr. Doom last update, right? Everybody thought that he was going to get some like mid-month tier 3. So there's always that hope as well. If we don't see a character that we would think, like maybe Black Swan. Maybe she doesn't get anything for the initial update, but maybe as a mid-month tier 3. And so the speculation is that Supergiant is going to get a tier 3, and her world boss is going to actually be unlocked, which would be absolutely amazing, because as we know here, actually we gotta go here to actually view it. She has Magic Odin's blessings, and you really can't get them in I mean really anywhere else in the game, right? As like a farmable material. So that would be absolutely excellent if we could actually play her, right? And start getting these. That would make me think twice about playing World Boss Legend every day, other than unlocking these characters, of course. There's also speculation that, okay, maybe at least one of these characters can be unlocked as a World Boss Legend. Maybe Thanos will get, right? You see her beginner, normal, ultimate, and then they just add a legend to it. That would be absolutely amazing. I'm considering starting to play Thanos, because I'm only at level 60 on Thanos, and he's actually challenging. And I have to imagine even with my account, he would still be the challenge, especially as I progress up to levels 80, 90, and so on. Or could they do like a World Boss Legend for each of these characters? Now, I have to imagine, will they do that all in one update, a legend for all of the Black Order? And Thanos, probably not. They like to roll these things out slowly but surely. It's like a drip, right? And would you want all them to be released in one update? You wouldn't want it. It would just be too overwhelming, right? So like maybe, you know, one per month, one World Boss Legend per month would be awesome. Or they introduce Black Swan, and Black Swan is actually the World Boss Legend. And because here's the thing, we have a Universal, we have a Blast. We have to imagine that you know, there's going to be a speed and then a combat. So Black Swan could be a speed, perhaps. I'm not sure. I mean, the thing is this, you know, there's Universal for this whole entire side of the page, and then over here it's Blast, Combat, Blast, and then Speed. So they could double up. They could double up some of the typings. But what would actually make the most sense is that they do Universal, Blast, and then either Combat or Speed, in whatever order there to actually roll that out. Because, you know, you have to be able to farm the books, right? I mean, they could do the same thing over here where they just switch up the books, right? Even if it's a Universal character, they just switch up the books. But I think we would like, you know, the next native tier 3, right? The next World Boss Legend to be one of the other types. Then this way it makes our other characters, right? The characters, because over here it's basically, you're basically using, right, Universal and Speed, right? You're kind of leaning towards using Universal and Speed on Mephisto. Combat, it's like, you know, you don't even want to use Combat. I don't even try to use Combat just because of the typing. And I mean, you could use Blast, right? You're kind of negated at that point, so it's basically either Blast, you know, Speed, you know, Universal. And it could work the same way for other world bosses. This way, you know, combats actually, you know, they become more useful for you when playing World Boss Legend. So guys, I actually have a question for you. On this channel, do you want me to, like, you know, cover, you know, like the current events that are going on, and like, you know, sales and deals actually in the store, and things that I tend to spend on, things that I tend to go for, just like, you know, what types of dimensions? Like, do I gamble for cards? Do I gamble for CTPs? Odin's Blessings. Talking about the events here. I think some stuff in here, you know, I'll just discuss regardless, like Uru, Unequip, and the chance up for Odin's Blessings is not this reset coming up, the reset after, and then Unequip CTPs is ending this reset. So this video will post, it'll post, you know, a good, I don't know, maybe 10 hours before the actual reset. So, you know, you'll have some time if you're catching this video early to get on that. Remember, you know, who you want to unequip CTPs off of. It's actually a difficult choice for me as well. I'm not always 100% sure who I'm going to move CTPs from or move CTPs to. With Thanos, I wouldn't touch Thanos right now. We don't know exactly what's going on. You're probably better off playing it safe, right? You don't know what his uniform's going to bring. Like, if you have a PvP build on him, is he going to stay PvP? If you have a PvE build on him, is he going to stay PvE? You know, we just don't know. And I know we have the unequip Odin's Blessings going on right now, or just unequip Uru. But, you know, sometimes it's best just to not really do anything, and especially for Namor, right? I think a lot of people strip them down. I haven't yet. I just, you know, I have so many Odin's Blessings that I don't necessarily need to, you know, move them around all the time. So I'm going to leave them the way it is. Hopefully Namor gets something that would be so dope. I would be all for that. I think there's a good mix of people who actually stripped him, and then a good mix of people who actually left him built, right? Left him with Odin's Blessings and you know, Rage or whatever you actually have on him. I would imagine Rage, right? Judgment really, like, I tried Judgment on him and it was a little bit better for World Boss Legend, but it's only because I have a ton of Pierce. But I would suggest putting some focus onto the Black Order and doing whatever you can without really stretching it too much, right? If you're breaking the bank by ranking these characters up, I probably would pull those reins back and not do anything. But if you're sitting on a stockpile of BAM and other resources, then, and it's not going to hurt you all that much, yeah, I'd say, you know, go ahead and start getting their potential, right? Don't get them up to level 70 if you have their potential already. Just get them to 60 and realize their potential, because we all know, you know, it could be a pain in the neck to actually get his potential. I actually got 25 running it once. I'm going to run it again today, and hopefully, you know, that moves. I'm also going to rank up Call before I actually play Proxima Normal, and then hopefully, yeah, we make some progress there. But I'm not going to touch his build otherwise. Like, I'm not even going to roll an ISO 8 set. I don't know, maybe I'll roll it, but I'm not going to equip ISOs on him. I'm not going to equip Uru on him. I'm basically going to leave him just the way he is. But guys, let me know on that if that's something that you're interested in me talking about. You know, stuff in the store, like the current events and all that. I don't know. I feel like a lot of it's self-explanatory. Like, you know, the event mission. Obviously, you want to play this. I actually still haven't played this yet today. I was going to play it with you guys. Yeah, I don't want to go to the event. Actually, here, you know, we'll run it one time. Yeah, this is my team. These are the uniforms that I'm actually ranking up, trying to get Scarlet Witch's uniforms all ranked up here. And yeah, let's go ahead. Typically, you know, it's not a bad idea to run this with boost points. But I just kind of have a system now. I have a system where I regulate and I use all my boost points in certain places, and so you know, it's not that big of a difference. I think if you play the epic quest with your boost points, that, you know, you're getting a good return on those boost points, because you still have the same chance in playing epic quest as you do in like dimension mission to get, you know, like you actually get items. The best thing you can get from boost points is like a CTP of patience, or like an upgrade, like a uniform upgrade ticket, you know, something like that. So, but you have the same chances of getting that in any of the game modes. So now I stopped using my boost points. My boost points passed 100 for GBR, because you can't get items like that. And, you know, I like those items for fodder. But in any case, guys, I'm going to end it there. So let me know what you think. What you think of the update all coming together. It's safe to say that the Black Order, the whole entire Black Order, is getting something. We just don't know how large, the all-encompass of that, right? Is it, you know, the list that I showed you? Is it going to include some of these other characters here? Or is it just what's on the left side of this screen here? Which one is it? I'm leaning towards just the left side of the screen here. I mean, how many characters can they actually fit into that puzzle photo, right? So let me know what your thoughts are on that. But I got something pretty interesting for the next one. It's definitely out of the box, and it's different. So guys, you better stay tuned. You stay breezy, but most of all, friend, you stay safe out there now. Peace.